starting screen for 13 minutes.
No, it is what it is. We make do here.
This is why I make them wait privately.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's my 120.
Son of a bitch, Santa.
Jesus,
do
Ted.
this.
I'm going to my D&D screen.
1s and 20s, that's all I get.
1s and 20s. 1s
no.
and 2s.
Oh man, Cad even. Oh.
Ashelm got out of his one single
hear
low
myself.
number. Quickly eat his dice.
Oh, I forgot. I have to turn off all my redeems. Real quick.
Yeah, I turned off
Quickly
all
spam his
my
redeems.
remember.
Yeah, come on, Wait,
Oh,
are you?
Remember?
We're on screen. On screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Unless
right.
you want me to mute up.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything incriminating. I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, you know,
Aw.
just got to make sure.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking. All right, we're here and we're shutting off our redeems
Not
because
like
we all forgot.
Not like the incriminating evidence I have against some people in this lobby, but
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm in a VTuber group.
Quiet over there with your VTuber group.
What? we are like the anti VTuber group, if anything.
Look, I have to hang
It's-
out with
it's-
my old lady friends, okay?
It's funny because people will like try to get into it. And we're like,
No.
we're just
Goofing.
dorks. Yeah.
We just goofing. What you mean?
Like, what are you talking about?
Share chat actually on, or did I close out of the damn thing like an idiot?
You're not showing up as in their group, so you probably closed out of it like an idiot.
There we go.
There you go.
There it goes.
Seems about right. You know.
Idiot, potato.
And yet you still keep me here.
Oh,
Can
the
we keep
comparison
all
is
Warhammers
nice.
away from Kadarius?
No.
I just-
You need to learn to use the chainsaw.
The best
Right
part of
now
that
he's
is,
gonna have-
I love that if I got Sentinel on top of my Polar Master, Cad could push him away with a Warhammer, and I could just fuck them up as they try to walk back. So, like, if it all went our way, he would like hit him, push him back. They try to approach. I'd hit him, stop them in their tracks. He'd walk up, hit him, push him back. That's why he's not getting his Warhammer back.
It'd just be the two bullies of the school picking on the band kid.
I'm okay with
100%.
that.
I
We're
didn't
good
do
at
it
being
in real
bullied.
life. Let me do it in game.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
Oh my gosh.
Recap time.
someone who has notes actually give me a recap because
He forgot.
I forgot.
That's you, kid. Go.
Go ahead, Mira. Yours are so much better than mine.
I
Oh,
didn't say anything this session.
Oh shit.
We went
Copy
through
that.
existential dread, revived,
You had your
decided to
Bungee cord arc.
walk around, and got kidnapped
Okay.
by the
So-
church.
I messed with V, and
uh-huh.
That was
she
real,
tried to
real.
hit me and shit.
Oh.
I interacted with my brother. I fucking had to sleep. Let's see. Everyone leveled up. Teleported to the church, to the steps of the church we died at. We all had we had about a 45-minute scene where we all got affected by the moon, and it was excellent. I almost died.
Oh, that's right.
He didn't almost die. He didn't
I
die.
survived.
He did
because-
almost die.
I survived because I got choked.
You know the worst part of that? You said that, and the first thing I thought of was my struggle to try to get on my little metal plate. I totally forgot about you and your
fucking
dying.
surfboard.
I was not affected by that. Thank you very much. I'm just going, what the fuck's wrong with you guys?
So we saw a cloak. We followed it. We got ambushed. We got abruptly taken. We were called mongrels, so I made sure to notate that. asshole.
Specifically
And then we
mongrels.
verbally lashed every single person in that room.
Yep, and then we had a big argument. It was nice.
There
He
was
called
there's
me a
definitely
traitor.
that
Got
do
pissed.
it motherfucker moment.
Yeah.
He recognized my teacher, let's say, and then a bunch of notes as to what the guy said.
Okay. All right. Mira is still on the floor, right?
Yeah. In the
No,
corner.
she's no longer on the floor.
Oh,
She's no
did she
longer on
get
the
out?
floor. Okay. I know. Well, we got her out of hold person. I know that much.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought she stood up, but wait, were
I
her
don't know if
legs?
she actually stood up.
I think
Mira,
she
did you
stood
actually
up,
stand
and
up?
that's it.
I don't know.
Weren't her legs still
All right.
acting up?
Well, roll me a 1d2 and we'll decide that right now.
1d2. Here we go. First real roll.
Flip that coin.
Okay. So we'll say you didn't get up.
Bear's on the floor.
Yeah. So you are still on the floor.
Mira's on-
You are not being held anymore. The hold person is not a thing that's happening. As such, you guys are still in like this basement, right? The cellar.
Yeah, with the guy.
Oh yeah, we're trying to eat this nasty ass food.
Yeah, that's right.
Tenta went to the scientist medic people.
Yeah, Tenta just left.
Yep.
All right. That being said, Tenta, we're gonna focus on you for just a second.
Guys, I ain't gonna tell them shit because this food sucks.
So as you're being led away by a guy who is wearing just kind of like a black overcoat with like some gloves. He's wearing like a makeshift face mask out of a dirty rag. He's talking to you like about stuff that you kind of already know. He's going on and on about like, well, you see, this happened because of this, and it's affecting, these parts of the body, and blah blah blah. And you're like, it's not that you're uninterested, but it's that you're like, I know this already. Get to the good stuff, right?
Yes, but
So-
how is the blood factored into all of this?
Well, you see, as he walks you into a small, like curtained room. Clearly, it's like a makeshift like operating room. Is the second you see that
They're going
you
to
walk
break out
in.
the baseball bats.
On the table there is a scourge beast that has been once again dissected. And he proceeds over to a small like lab table with some test tubes. Some of them are filled with blood, some of them are filled with a clear fluid, some of them are filled with a black fluid. You see a mixing table around the room, and it's clear that they've been running tests in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you asking that to the person? Like, what does the blood have to do with it?
Yeah, because he was telling me all the standard everyday knowledge of it. So
Right. So the blood is the catalyst for all the things that go on. The blood is the thing that forces the human body to change, you see. As it continues to move and grow within your body, the cells tend to rearrange themselves from the inside out, or so it seems.
is there any way to create something to either treat it or subdue it?
That we are still working on. And apparently, as far as we know, so is the church. We do have one of our best guys on it, though. And he appears to be making a breakthrough. At least
Hint of
that's what
suspicion
his,
in his excited eyes.
that's what his letters have been telling us.
When was the last time anyone had seen him?
We last received correspondence from him 6 days ago.
Was that through letter or on site?
Yeah, it was through letter. Apparently, just before that, he had to take care of some business on the other side of Yarna. Said something about a ragtag like group of adventurers that like were staying at his inn, but
That son of a bitch!
Hey Ash, can I use my
I knew it!
Can I use my out of character gasp?
yeah.
Look out!
Okay,
Good one.
thanks.
Good use of that.
Yeah,
Or-
that's good.
He wouldn't tell me anything before when I talked to him about it.
Oh, so you know him?
Loosely speaking.
How do you know him? You're gonna see this guy slowly like back away from you a little bit.
Sorry.
I mean, I know that I have horns and everything, but I'm not that scary.
Yes, you are.
Bro,
I'm not being
Kadarius,
dirty right
stop
now.
it. I know you're
on the
jealous.
fucking rafters, bro.
Aetius is jealous I'm giving someone else attention.
All right, I'm gonna stop your end of things for right
Yeah,
there.
that's
for
fine.
now. The rest of you are still down in the basement talking to the guy with the gun, so to speak.
I'm eating my fucking gruel.
Okay. You're eating your gruel while the man is sitting across from you, not death staring you, but like looking at all you, kind of like going back and forth.
Hey, dude, do you want to see a trick?
Oh no.
He looks over at you and just raises an eyebrow.
I open my chest small and shove the rest of the gruel in it,
Okay.
closes it, and then open it again. Oh God! Ta-da!
We're so fucked.
The people who should not be talking are the only ones talking to people.
He
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
You're just gonna have Ashhelm start saying hate on repeat.
So he's just dumbfounded at this point. This man has no idea what to say or do because clearly he's seen Curse Bloods before. What's that? What was that roll? Oh no, sorry, I was looking on my second screen. My second screen is that far behind. Gotcha.
Okay.
So he's just sitting there, like, kind of looking at you, like, do you think I'm stupid or like?
Yes, I do.
You were still on the floor.
Okay. I sit up against the wall.
How do you sit yourself up?
The
this
normal
is
way?
important.
I don't know.
Like, describe the actions you take. Do you like use one arm? Do you use both arms to push yourself up and then kind of pull yourself against the wall?
Breakdance.
I don't know, like a person would. They're not using the invisible strings if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Somersault.
So you try to kind of like lift yourself up, but as you do, you get like the top half of your body maybe about a foot and a half off the floor, and then you fall down again.
Okay.
Ephes is gonna take note of that.
Everyone else is just enjoying their food. Ephes and she are just kind of there.
Ephes is kind of, yeah. We're just, Ephes is kind of flitting between checking this guy over, kind of up and down, and basically doing the same thing with she.
Quinn is looking around the room. Is it just the guy down there with us, or are there other people?
Right now, yes, it is just the guy.
I could totally take him, you guys.
Rush him. Everyone on all the.
Are you
carpet
actually
like,
saying that or what?
Speaking of from the fucking rafters.
Yeah, right.
You just hear the pigeon start talking.
Well, granted, that's usually where his head is, considering the height. But
All right, so back to you, Baptiste. This gentleman who is in this operating theater now is now extremely wary of you for some reason.
Well, as he starts getting more and more wary, Baptiste just casually walks on over to the blood, the clear fluid, and the black fluid. Well, the red is pretty obvious, but what about the other two?
Yeah, the clear fluid is just a base. It's basically the plasma that we used created from normal blood. We're trying to do the same thing with the other. How do you know him?
Ah, he owns an inn, right?
Yes, I did say as much.
Well, there you have it. Listen, we could dance around all we want, or we can help each other in this situation. What would you choose?
Sorry, I'm chewing on bread. 1 second.
the immersion. Ah.
Choose to chew.
He just
bread.
starts eating the actual corpse on the table. And you're afraid of me.
So it's at this point that he kind of straightens up a little bit, seeing your point. But he talks to you a little more cordially and a little less excitedly. All right. Fine. So, you're a doctor, or so you claim to be. Let's work this out a little bit. We're trying to figure out exactly what in the infected blood causes the breakdown of the tissue and the reformation thereof. Because as far as we can tell, the cells are essentially the same. I mean, granted, we don't have a bunch of equipment here. We're a ragtag team, and the only thing I can get is what's stolen from the church. And even then, the church doesn't exactly believe in scientific instruments. So, what do you suggest?
Well, I would say, having a constant supply of fresh donors looks over at the table. But do you have any control subjects? Because from the looks of it, everyone's a little bit off.
It's really hard to find controls, considering the fact that the way the blood was distributed, everyone took it.
I have a feeling that's a bit of the crux of our issue right now.
Yeah, well, you could say that. He says as he kind of glances back over to the beast laying on the table.
Baptiste starts looking around for any clean syringes.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Keep forgetting not to do it in the normal. Yay, my best score. Watch me roll a 2.
Damn.
I hate your ass.
Why do
Classic.
you say things?
Because it entertains me.
Why are you the way that you are? So as you're looking around for a syringe, especially a clean one, You don't find anyone that's clean. You do, however, find one that is dirty and filled with more of that black substance.
You never actually finished explaining what the black substance was.
Well, for lack of a better term, we don't know, but we know that it's not of the material plane at the very least.
If I was to donate some blood, would you give me a sample of the black blood?
I'd say that's a fair trade, yes.
All right, then.
You just gonna roll up your sleeve at that point, or
Oh, absolutely. Probably.
Mhm.
He didn't want
So
to use
as-
any of his syringes first because the fact of, well, they're his.
all right. So as you roll up your sleeve, you'd see him turn around and reach into a drawer. He pulls out. I wouldn't call it a clean needle, but I wouldn't call it the dirtiest needle in the room. It's definitely cleaner than the ones on the tables. So
I reach into my bag of random bullshit and pull out the last of the liquor. Let's just swirl that in here for a bit.
yeah, he's gonna nod in agreement with you before handing over the syringe. Okay.
All right.
Back to everyone downstairs. What's the plan?
Can I walk up to this guy? If we didn't even figure out his name, can I walk up to Golden Gun and I want to try to do some simple signage, like trying to
Gauge how much he knows.
gauge how much he knows.
Okay.
With the idea being, you information share.
Okay. Roll me a performance check with advantage.
Ooh.
So you walk up to him and you start signing, and he immediately knows what you're trying to say.
Yes.
And he looks at you and he says, "What do you want to know?"
Okay.
Or rather, what can I tell you that you don't know already?
Okay. She'll try to amp up the complexity of the sentence, I suppose. Let's see. I guess basically just like we need leads. Because a blind goal of we need your help to remove the church from power is not helping us with the short term.
So I'm gonna have you roll performance with no advantage or disadvantage, just regular roll.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
He kind of tilts his head sideways as you're signing, like trying to understand, because some of the signs that you're moving, he does understand, he does know, but the further you go, the more confused he looks.
Okay. Well, hang on to that. I will turn to CAD and sign.
Explain, big man. Explain.
Experiment kind of failed.
Yeah. Failed successfully.
So what she's trying to say, as I guess just pushing my food to the side because I don't get to eat anymore.
Speak for me.
Because the signing was rather angry. Because she gets very annoyed when people don't understand. and
Throw
she tries
Naruto
to-
symbols. A
Yeah.
fucking shadow clone pops out of nowhere, punches a wall, goes away.
Like if she had eyebrows, they would be furrowed for sure.
Sorry, I was about to make a joke. I'm not sure I can make it. Go on.
what she's trying to ask is we need direction. Okay, not direction. We need some sort of info as to where we could possibly start in this grand scheme of taking down the church. We have an inroad, yes, but our inroad right now is getting sent to the Ruby district to hunt Fiend Scourge, and that's it. You know, we don't have a point of contact. We don't have any sort of idea as to organization, weak points. Like we have none of that. We're a group of people that were forcefully slammed together and
Physically and
physically, mentally, emotionally
No, we were slammed into the train.
slammed into the ground together, like the whole slammed into jail together, slammed into an inn together. Um, like we are 100% just fucking off right now. We're being pulled along by everybody, yourself included. So we need something.
give me a second to think on this because my next decision is possibly some big plot points.
No, that's fair. That's like a legitimate pause because I just came up and fucking signed lightning at him, and then
Why did
all of that.
using the middle finger a lot?
Do you want?
Put on your suspense glasses.
He's
now.
he's going to hold up there for a second and he's going to go, okay. Are you asking me for a plan? Or are you asking me why? Or are you asking me how?
Shit, all of them. Give me.
All of them?
I'll take all.
Give me something. A, B, or C.
Was that in character?
A,
Yes.
B, or C.
Okay, well, yeah, well, Ephes would have responded that way based on his hesitation anyway.
Oh. Okay.
Cad,
Yes, sir.
roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion with advantage.
How come I never get the persuasion checks?
Because you're never talking.
I am talking.
Yes, but you're not up front talking.
Ah.
You're just shouting shit from the back. You're the guy who's like, grab his
Pretty
dick and twist it.
I'm sticking my head between Cad's legs, just like, hey.
What am I
No
doing?
one's as excited for Peace Day as I am.
It's /R
I
1d4.
am!
You son of a. All right, give me a 14 for that.
14? Okay. So he's going to contemplate for a moment and he's going to be like, okay, it's clear that you guys don't know what's currently going on with the church. So how about we start there?
Fine.
I can't
Yes,
give you
please.
all the specifics from where I am right now. It's way too much for me to unfold. There is a library nearby. And that library, we have a contact there who actually has all of the former documents and records from the point when the church broke down and rebuilt itself.
Okay.
He understands simple stuff, right?
Yes.
Directions now.
All right, let me move your guys' characters so that way I can show you guys where you are in the Ruby district right now because you guys are going to be leaving very soon.
We're on an adventure.
On this together. Seeing the bloodline and then just the characters hover over, that's kind of crazy.
So he says the library is going to be to the southeast. You'll be able to see a big clock tower. It's a square building with the clock tower in the center of it. Go there, ask for a Marks. He will be able to give you the documents you need.
Ephes will sign a thank you at him. And give the salute that she knows from the church.
So as you salute him with the old salute, as it were,
Yeah.
he will instantly recognize it, click his heels together, and salute back.
Love it.
All
So I
right,
believe that-
Baptiste. Sorry.
Get away from
Still
me.
have to, still have to deal with this guy. This man has already pulled your blood at this point, from the needle that you sterilized using the alcohol.
The last of it.
The last of it, huh?
Yeah.
And for exchange for that blood, he is going to hand you a small syringe that has a cover on it filled with blood from the creature.
Oh, the black blood.
Yeah.
Okay, he puts that into his bag of many things.
Heard that. What would you like to do now?
You happen to have any spare journals of some of the research you've done here? Nothing if you don't have a duplicate or not.
There is, well, I can part with some pages, I suppose. That like in like the corner of the room, there's a like a sort of bookshelf with like a glass covering on it. He walks over to there quickly, like kind of like thumbs through several like small notebooks for pulling out a singular notebook. It's not very thick, maybe only about 100 to 75 pages. And he hands it to you.
All right. And trying to think of what he has left in his bag. I think I still have a head in there.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I hand him that head of one of the creatures we killed.
Roll me an intimidation check with advantage, please.
Oh, God. He's just trying to trade.
Trade? You trade me this for your bones? You trade me this for bones?
Yo.
Gave him a heart attack.
So
Oh, this is your best 20 ever.
you reach into your bag and by the hair of this creature, you pull out its head, and you unknowingly at this point have a smile on your face looking at this because you're hoping that
it
something...
isn't unknowingly. It is not unknowingly. He knows entirely that this is entertaining to him.
So he's gonna pull out this head with this grin, just like pulled from ear to ear, and he's going to show it to him. You're gonna show it to him and set it on the table. It is at this point that this guy is going to look at you, look at the head, look back at you, and faint.
What?
Shit. I try to find some smelling salts or something strong smelling in there. Fuck. You just hear it muffled off in the distance.
All right, wait, hold on. Would that thump be audible? Like, did he hit the ground?
From where you guys are at?
Yeah.
Roll me perception checks.
Oh, hell yeah.
100%.
I'm all ready to jump this.
100%.
Damn it. No, I'm not.
I got 21!
So,
Damn.
I got ears of a hawk.
did you want to roll, Mira, or no?
No.
Okay. So it's at this point that Quinn and Aetius, you both hear a loud thump come from
dang it.
upstairs.
Oh,
I'm gonna slowly start looking at the ceiling.
like,
Hey, what the fuck was that?
what are you guys doing to Bone Man up there?
That'll put Ephes on attention right away.
Yeah. So
Knowing these two are reacting, even though I didn't hear it.
the gentleman with the very pretty gun looks at you both surprised. What? Did you hear something?
Yeah. You did hear the thump.
You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
Clean out your ears.
God.
I think we should go check on our friend.
Yes, you probably should go check on our friend.
I'm gonna scurry upstairs.
Okay. You scurry upstairs towards where you heard the bump. You find the covered operating theater.
Damn it, Wes.
How do you
Fuck, this
you
place
hear-
isn't organized at all.
you hear mumbling, grunting, and just general frustration.
Come on,
coming
wake
from
up.
behind.
Damn it, it was just a head. Just wake up.
What happened? I'm glad you're okay. You heard a thump.
He's squeamish, which is
Oh.
ironic considering what he's doing.
Isn't he supposed to be a doctor? What kind of doctor faints at a monster head?
You have something that smells of vile on you.
I lean over the fainted guy and open up my chest small and just.
Oh no. That'll work though.
Would the smell wake him up?
Fuck yeah, it's gonna work.
Would that be a con roll?
Be a con
I don't
save.
know why I have she selected, but yeah, no, he wakes up from that.
Yes.
A bit squeamish now, aren't you?
Yeah, he wakes up. He wakes up to
And he
the sight
tries
of
to help him
a
up.
large mouth, full on teeth, almost completely over his head. A uvula sticking all the way in the back of the throat, and starts instantly freaking out again.
Dear
Hey,
me.
relax. It's just me. I'm just a curse
He
bud.
scares easily.
You're in the wrong
Try to
business,
help him back
homie.
up.
You're in the wrong
Homie.
business.
Oh.
All right. So what now?
Well, you can have that head. I recommend maybe a few drinks before cracking the skull open.
He's just gonna like nod at you, half dazed, as he tries to like prop himself up in the corner over there.
Well, thank you again, my fellow colleague. And then he starts to head on out to head back to the group.
Oh man.
In my defense, she's really antsy right now.
Just 1 second.
You're good.
I had a 50-50 chance and it came up short.
Is there a slot in this guy's door? Like a peek slot?
No, there's not.
So, if we wait, are we still holding?
Technically yes.
Okay, call me.
I mean,
Technically holding.
you guys can still speak to me. I'm just trying to find.
Ignoring it.
I mean, not yet.
Not yet.
We still have time.
I still have time to ignore you all night long.
I'm gonna go poke at she
Okay.
real quick.
So you walk over and she is still on the floor.
She, do you wish to be on the floor? Or do you wish to get up?
Um,
Oh, she.
I haven't decided yet.
She's just like, fuck you, I don't care.
She has entered her emo phase.
Clearly.
It's the most Sunday ass vibe ever.
She is an angsty teenager right now.
He's not saying it maliciously.
I don't even care.
I will do the whole like sitting down on my heels with my knees out, putting my like elbows on my heels, on my fucking
Elbows on your heel.
elbows on my knees,
On your
hands on my
knees.
fingers interlaced.
Elbows on his heels. Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
fucking
Left foot, left
flexible.
foot.
That's
Blue.
that is athletic. Very
That
stretchy.
requires a dex of 20.
Hey,
What did your
we don't
god
do
do
that.
to you, man?
If you'd like help, I will help you stand up because it looked like you were struggling earlier.
I don't think I can stand up. And if I can't sit up, I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna lie here.
Are you broken?
Well, I have a few cracks on my face. I got a crack in my chest. I have a few on my legs. I'm guessing that's not the only damage. Seemingly.
I do not expertise in dolls. I do not expertise in anything. My intelligence is very low.
Do you actually say that?
Exactly.
I kind of like
amazing.
mumble it. I kind of mumble it under my breath.
Oh, for the first time ever, she actually laughs, like, smiles towards you then.
Oh, wait.
Ephes is definitely just watching all of this.
I kind of like look over my shoulder at you and like shrug my shoulders because I have no fucking clue. And I don't.
Quincy's Aetius down on his heels.
And his elbows on his heels.
I'm gonna climb on his back.
Oh,
I need a strength
Okay,
dex
no.
from Aetius.
Can I roll dexterity to dodge out of the way of this? Because I'm just sitting here imagining this thing on my shoulder, her chest small, breathing into the back of my fucking head. Fucking saliva all over my neck and shit.
It's like,
The mouth
like
is
a fucking.
closed.
You tell us, elbow knees.
I will allow you to roll dex, but it's gonna be with disadvantage because you're in plate armor still.
Oh, come on.
Motherfucker gets to fat
Well,
roll.
not plate, but split.
Fat roll. Here we go. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Come
yeah,
on.
so- I don't explain how you roll. Explain how you dodge this on your sitting on your heels.
Okay. So I guess I would hear I would hear her coming and kind of like look to the side and see this malicious grin on her face.
On
And
her
I'm going-
face. You mean on her chest?
Both.
Yeah,
Both
because
of her mouths.
mask.
She has a mask on her face, so you can't see her mouth.
Okay. Shit. Right. Anyway, I see this
delirious.
goblinoid coming at me. And I would definitely kind of look down at she, and she's looking at me pissed, probably.
I said she was smiling at you for the first time.
Oh, that's true. I couldn't tell the difference.
So yeah, so the one time she
okay.
smiles at you, and you're looking down at her after looking back.
I'm terrified. So I am
Uh.
100% just gonna like project myself over she's limp body.
I'm up
Into a
against the wall though. There's nothing there.
No,
No,
you're still on the
You're
ground.
on the ground.
Yeah, you say I was on the ground next to the wall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But like
Yeah, so there's nothing behind me.
parallel
I
to
don't
the
know where you
wall.
want to go.
like parallel, because I feel like she's like in the middle of the room. So like I'm diving, like my shoulders almost parallel to this wall as I'm fat rolling my happy ass away from the goblinoid over, because I don't want to crush she. Well, she would crush me, but I don't want to
Yo.
damage her any further. So I'm going over the top. In
Vaulting
this
over her from a
100%.
Okay,
crouching cockroach
Kadarius
position.
learned how to
100%.
wall jump.
Fucking cockroach.
Quinn, I need a deck save.
Deck
Oh.
save.
Yeah,
To land on your face.
to not land on your face.
Oh, please take this. I love you, Kiwi, but I really
To
need
not
you to
land
fucking
on
eat this.
sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so so Aetius somewhat like ducks you, and you are able to catch yourself last second from falling flat on your face. You do not get to jump on his back.
One
Maybe
of
later.
these days, holy man. One
Not
of
yet.
these days, you will give me a piece. Mark my words.
Baptiste is just going to look down at she and just sigh and go, "Am I going to have to drag you again?"
I don't know. Maybe. Unless you know anyone else that can try carrying my happy ass around until whatever is wrong is fixed.
He just looks over at Aetius and Ephes, the two stronger members.
I
Ephes is
keep forgetting you're a wizard.
definitely pretending to not look at him. Like, definitely staring straight ahead. Like, he's dissociating so hard right now.
Like, nope, nope.
If Ephes had lips, she'd
No.
be whistling.
Ash, I will even go so far as to... Well, hang on, wait.
Okay.
Do the... Can I do the thing?
Yeah, do the thing. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll allow it. So,
Oh, no.
So Baptiste, as you turn to look at Ephes is not like turning to you at all. She's looking straight ahead. You can see like a bead of sweat roll down her head, and then her skin suddenly turns to stone.
God damn it, that's two of them we have to drag.
Wait a second. Bone Man, you dragged she around?
Yeah.
3 hours.
Unfortunately,
How much
Yeah.
did she weigh?
3 fucking hours.
How much did you?
How much did she weigh?
It's real
Enough
rude
to
ask
make
that
me
out
want
of
to walk in front of a carriage passing by.
Because
So I
not looking
kinda-
at the wall,
I get
not
it.
looking at anyone else.
So I cock my eyebrow, and then I go up to she long ways, and then I get into the perfect deadlift position.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh
buddy.
gosh, the light glints off his
Suplex,
bald head.
suplex.
So, give me 1 sec. I need to check your stat sheet.
This is what we need to be spending time on. This is perfect.
I just wanted the hoppies.
Okay. So, with a strength of 13, I'm going to need a strength save, but with the amount of weight that she is carrying, and you adding that onto the armor as well as your equipment, that's going to be with disadvantage.
If you slip a disc right now, I swear.
I will 100% take my splint mail armor off for this.
You want to? If you do, I will. I'll take off the disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Aetius
unequip.
is
I'm gonna take my splint armor off and put it on the nearby table.
Do you do this while you're in
Roll
like the
my
deadlifting position? You just start taking
No,
off your.
I get up. I get up.
He starts throwing copper coins at him.
I take off my armor. I
Ash,
take
play some
off my
Haka music.
I take off my common clothes, so I'm bare chested.
Oh
And
my
I go get
fucking
my
god!
I go get
Where
my
the crows
squat
at?
position, roll my neck, pop it. All right, strength saving throw.
Internally,
Here we
she
go.
wishes for the
This
end.
you
Yeah,
wanted
she's-
to
She's just looking up, seeing these mantis.
They start dancing.
That light really is gleaming off your head, huh, brother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, roll me that strength.
If you wanted a tank, it's about to come. All right, I'm about to make a fool of myself. I'm ready for it.
All right, phrasing.
Yeah, there it
Unfortunately,
is.
That tank had no treads.
There it is.
Yes. You slip a disc. in your bath.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a nat
It wasn't a
one.
one.
It's
It
more
wasn't
like,
a one.
so
He
have you ever
farts.
seen like Tom and Jerry when Tom tries to lift something really heavy but can't?
Yeah.
That's just imagine that. Just imagine him just.
To be
Baptiste
completely fair,
Looks at
last episode he did lift me
Oh,
when we were on the
Can
I did.
staircase.
I
can
was
we get a
successful.
1d4 to see how fucking much that vein popped out of his head?
I will let you re-roll again. Well, I don't think he lifted you, right? Like he just kind of.
He lifted me a
So
little
I
bit,
got
a
his
little
shoulder.
bit more than a
I
four.
got her up onto her feet.
Yeah, he like slung you over his shoulder and like kind of dragged you.
Oh yeah.
So you weren't like lifted me.
Mhm.
You weren't lifted, but like
Come on,
this time
bitch.
he's trying to lift you.
Pixar
Oh, yeah.
didn't happen.
Give it to me.
Ah, so
Okay.
You just hear Aetius let
First
out
was
the
a warm-up.
biggest fucking fart.
So with this one, you like reposition your arms a little bit. Take a feel like quick like, and then with your strength, like using your legs, your back, everything you got, you are able to hoist she up, and you are now carrying her.
All right, like you do with everything heavy you pick up.
oh boy.
Put it right back down on the ground.
I pick up the everything, I'll put it back down.
Just sets her down, lying on the ground again.
Is that
All
what
right.
you're doing?
Oh, 100%. I deadlifted. That was it. I am not doing anything.
Did you at least put her on her feet?
I put her on her back so that
Yeah.
way she could look at the sky.
What sky?
Crazy.
We're in a basement.
All right.
So it is at this point that, of course,
why?
Golden Gun is now like staring at all of you in the spectacle, right? Like he.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I want Golden Gun to give me a piece.
Oh God.
Okay, well, hold on.
I have a clarifying question after that.
Okay, first things first. This guy is going to ask if you need any help, because he does have a cart that can be used.
So the first thing I want to do real quick to just jump in. I'm going to walk shirtless, steaming with sweat, veins popping. I'm going to walk up to Golden Gun chest to chest and give him that hand clasp from the fucking communication chamber.
Yep. I will. So Ephes is gonna face palm and then give basically the military equivalent of like a fist bump because she knows he really likes it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to be stealthy and sneak around behind him.
Roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh no!
Oh,
Fuck yeah!
damn! 3 turns into Jesus.
I got him.
Yeah, Quinn is actually a monster, by the way. Like,
Oh, 100. I forgot her stats are amazing.
yeah.
I just rolled
He
bad.
still does see you though. He sees you the whole time you're trying to be stealthy. What are you gonna try to do next?
Jump on his back.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check. Well, actually, make it an athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. So you are able to hop onto his back, at which point he falls forward flat on his face.
Oh.
Because although he could see you, he wasn't sure what you were doing.
I whisper in her ear, "You are really bad at giving uppies," and I get off.
He is terribly confused at this point. Mans is trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with all of you.
FS is gonna help him up.
Okay.
I'm gonna fist bump Quinn.
High five.
We still need to get she a tactical wheelchair.
So what now? Now that you've done all that, and he is like Ephes is helping this gentleman up as he is brushing the dirt off his coat from the dirt floor.
Yeah. Why is there so much attitude in your signing right now?
He'll never forget us.
Baptiste is going to go over and grab one of the chairs that we were all tied to, drag it over to she to try to act as some assistance to get her up.
Being
Uh,
scolded by Ephes.
I mean, that could work if she actually tries to use it.
Am I allowed to get up?
You are allowed to get up. You just have to roll the check for it.
This is killing me, having to be the fucking stalwart one against this.
What do you want me to roll for it?
Let's see. If you're trying to pull yourself up, it's going to be a strength check.
Assisted with advantage because
So
I'm
with
gonna help
advantage.
with my shirt off.
Just straight up strength.
Yeah, it's with advantage because Aetius is helping you. Technically, Bone Man would be too, so
Double advantage.
I'm not going to give that.
Wow.
He wants her to stay on the ground.
Super
I didn't say that.
Sick.
Yeah, okay. So you're able to pull yourself up to your feet, and using the chair, you're able to keep yourself balanced. You find that it is difficult for your joints to move, and
Yeah.
you find that your motor functions are a little wonky.
Mm-hmm.
Could we fashion like a jimmied up cane?
I'm pretty sure I won't be able to walk with my joints the way they are, so Kane won't help. He said he had a cart, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we can go get you that cart. He quickly runs out to.
Yeah.
Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away.
This is my chance.
Look, I'm just testing the citizens' ability to give uppies.
It's important.
I guess
It's
I'll put
very
my clothes
important.
back on.
Yeah. Would you put your titties away, please?
No.
In front of my chest mall? Come on.
I'll put it in my notes that I put my clothes back on.
The disappointment.
We had a good lift today.
How much does she weigh?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Aetius is writing in his diary. Today I lifted a very heavy mannequin. Good lift day.
Great pump.
Need
Great fun.
Praise my Lord and Savior, protein.
But like
Oh my
he's
The
holding the
gruel was
pencil
not
with his whole
sufficient.
fist.
God. Was not
Yes.
sufficient.
I'm beginning to think the Radiant One loves tassels.
Yes. And banana hammocks.
Yes. I'm your god, brother.
He ends all of his prayers with
Amen.
I don't know why that sent me, but it did.
It's because you
I'm your
can hear
god, brother.
you because you
Your
pictured the
vitamins?
sunglasses and the fucking bandana, didn't you?
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm so
Mira, you
radiant.
know
I
what you
gotta wear
have
my
to
own
do.
sunglasses.
Mira, you know what you have to do?
Hmm?
You have to draw Aetius. Banana hammock.
Oh man.
I have a template I can use for that, yeah.
What?
All right. Well, all right.
It's already happened.
That
No,
was code for she
but I
already
can
drew
make
it.
it no.
Honestly, I thought it said.
But I
that
do
they
have a
forced you to
template
put your
for
shirt
it.
Back on.
Excellent.
Oh, I love that.
I knew that would get your attention, Cozy.
It's the Bonesy man.
Hey, Bonesy.
Hey, Bonesy. Bonesy, are you sure you want me in your D&D game? Because I just tried to get uppies from 2 people.
Did not work out. Both times. It did not work out.
Hey, I got the uppies from the second one. He just fell.
That's true.
It was kind of an upsy downsy situation.
Yeah. I was a successful backpack.
So after about 2 minutes or so, you hear the door open and close again, and the gentleman comes downstairs. He says the cart is upstairs. Just have to get her up into the cart.
Baptiste tries to offer assistance with that.
No, you go bring it. I don't want to. Have you seen that shit that's going on up there? You bring the fucking cart. No.
So it's upstairs. You gotta go get it.
Like, watch out for the fucking little one.
So Baptiste is helping.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
helping.
Aetius is helping. So
Oh, I'm gonna
You
fucking
both-
throw her on my back like a backpack.
you both roll me strength with advantage.
One.
I don't think you want to roll a 1 when you're trying to lift me. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Wow.
There he
Holy-
is.
Wow.
Holy fuck! There goes my
Goddamn.
good arm cannon shot.
So Aetius, you have trouble, like, I guess you could say your form isn't great
Nope.
because you're still able to help lift her, but you're struggling. Baptiste, on the other hand, remembers that like form is everything.
Yeah,
So he gets his form
He
right.
knows how to move a patient.
Yeah. So he
There you
gets his
go.
form right, gets himself underneath, and is able to kind of keep her up as he moves her across the floor with your help.
Oh yeah.
You guys do get she upstairs and into the cart, no problem.
Sick pump, bro.
Triple fist bump.
Oh yeah.
We have entered our Jim Bro arc.
Don't leave us hanging, she.
Fist bump,
What?
G.
While she has entered her emo teenage arc.
I don't think Ephes has ever related more to she than right now.
I'm 100% standing by the cart with my fist up, pointing at she with the most expectant look on my face.
I just kind of look
Aetius
at the
has paused.
fist I look at I look around and I'm just like, I don't understand the hand sign things that you guys do. I'm sorry.
Baptiste
is gonna
gently
give.
picks up her hand and kind of moves it towards Aetius's hand, like boop.
Would he
Aetius just
feel
got him
that
drawing.
my arm is not moving properly if he tries to do that?
Yes, I would say. Well, I would say that at the very least, you can't. He's feeling that you can't resist, and he's feeling that there's no power. Like there's nothing.
Baptiste
to...
would then look at Chi.
I look at you, but I kind of shake my head a little bit.
That was a weak
I
fist
look at
bump, bro.
you. She looks at me.
And
I look at you.
I was gonna do it. I've been waiting this whole fucking time.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you a message real quick. Oh fuck.
Baptiste will look over towards Sir Golden Gun, who at this point we've just been systematically abusing this whole time. Did you say that you had a tinkerer here?
No, he said he does not because he hasn't seen a thespian in many years.
Yeah, that was one of the first things she asked when he asked what we'd want.
Baptiste
did I
completely
ever
forgot after being told about medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Did I ever put that thing? I did put that thing in your inventory. Okay. God.
Yes.
That thing is in your inventory.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
That thing.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
I have the thing. I would not know that I could use it helpfully in this situation.
Then we'll do it this way. Roll me an insight check.
Oh.
At least
As a
it's
matter of fact,
wisdom.
you do too, Baptiste.
Oh.
Yep,
There
no
it is.
bones, no bones, no thoughts.
No bones.
There it is.
So, you can tell by the look on Baptiste's face for a moment that something is terribly wrong. However, it doesn't look like they're willing to share. Given the lack of movement, though, you can probably figure out she is running out of power.
Well.
And furthermore, though you don't know how thespians work specifically, you do know that, or at least you would know, that mannequins recharge via the large coils like the one you saw back in the workshop.
Oh, my dear friends, we need to go back to that fucking place.
How do we
that I
even get back
forgot the
there?
name of.
I mean, do we have to jump off a building?
Nope, nope. Hold on, before we do crazy shit
Before
like that.
we do anything super drastic.
Please hold a moment.
Die now? Okay, die. Got it.
What's the name of the
Everyone just pulls out a ceremonial knife.
Baptiste just T-poses right off the top of the building.
The reflection? We have to go back to the reflection.
How do we get back there?
I have this. Whips out pocket mirror. If we all stare into this like we're taking a selfie, because we all know what those are.
What the fuck did you
It's
just
the
say to me, you
magical
little
painting
shit?
program.
Oh, who was it now?
You know what? The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Golden Gun. I'm gonna say, "Hey, man, you can go back inside. We don't need you anymore."
Work on your
Baptiste is pretending he
uppy.
didn't hear anything.
We're gonna go to the library, my friend.
Quick question:
Thank you.
do you want deception, persuasion, or intimidation?
Ooh.
What's your highest
I'm gonna
stat to
go
roll
with
one
persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay, roll me persuasion.
Ooh.
We're going for mid
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. He's like, oh, okay. I'm gonna get back to drawing up those plans. You guys let me know if you need anything. And he
Yes,
goes
sir.
back down to the basement.
Thank you.
Hear the door
All
lock
right.
Bye,
behind you.
Tino.
So, my dear friends, I need y'all to gather up around me and behind me, and we are all
Moves
gonna
the cart.
go
Let me get on your back.
to the. I will allow it this time.
I
Tries
scurry
to
up
adjust
Aetius'
she so
back.
that she can see it too.
And then I'm gonna hold up the mirror for all of us to look into, and we're gonna go to the reflection.
Okay. So as you do this, you look into the mirror, and a bright light gleams out from the mirror. For the second time, you find yourselves face down on the cobblestone pathway, waking up to the gentle breeze blowing against your body.
That's a bad one.
Gotta work on our landing there.
Yeah, I don't. The whole face down thing is pretty neat.
All right. So
Um,
would Ephes ever called the same power thing too that you mentioned?
Yes.
Would that be
Does
kind
the
of
cart also
innate
get
knowledge?
teleported?
Was that?
Does the cart also
Cart?
get teleported?
No.
Yeah, I
Well,
figured as much.
here we go.
Okay, everybody.
Here we go.
Everybody, grab
At
a leg,
least-
grab a limb.
At
Ephes
least
will
I
be
don't think there's a cobblestone street here.
Ephes will lead, probably taking both arms and like kind of, I don't know, I guess wrapping it around to sort of walk with her forward as opposed to like
So everyone's
pick her up like a backpack.
helping right now, right?
Yeah.
100%.
In
I'll pick up
some
a
way or
leg.
another. Okay. Everyone roll strength with advantage.
You want
Ones,
athletics
ones,
or
ones,
just strength?
ones.
Just strength.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
I'm helping. The goblin is helping. Damn, we all rolling good for this.
So
We must help our
Why
friend.
can't we do this when we try to hit something?
so with Baptiste acting as a spine, with Ephes acting as left leg, Quinn acting as right leg, and Aetius acting as a forward brace.
Go,
You guys
Power
are able. You guys are able to walk she up the stairs into the workshop.
We're fucking
in there-
Voltron.
The yellow is gonna be so confused.
So when you guys get up the stairs, you guys notice that there is a large coil over on the back right corner. And the workshop is empty.
Who cares? Get her up there. Ephes is
How
just
do
gonna
we-
keep going.
How we
It'd
do
be
this?
really
Was that
interesting as we try to figure out how to do this.
Yeah, how we do this?
Should she just grab the coil?
I don't know how any of this works.
I have a feeling if I like grab her arm and put it on the coil, I'm gonna get this fucking electricity too.
Ephes can, well,
Can I roll insight to see how this would possibly work?
Yes, you can.
Oh! Damn it, he's gonna start eating our dice now.
His brain cells started to work.
Let's go.
So,
that was a good lift.
you take a look as you guys are slowly moving she closer to this giant coil that looks like it's attached to a lightning rod to the roof. You see that there is, for lack of a better terms, a small door that it looks like you could fit an arm through, that leads to the inner part of it, and then on the back side of it there is a large switch. Unfortunately, though, due to she's current condition, someone's going to have to make sure her arm is maintained inside the coil.
How about we all drag the table over?
How do we what does that entail? Maintaining her arm in the coil.
Because well, you didn't. I can have you roll insight if you want to know, but
Yeah, I'll roll all insight. I'm
because
smart.
Aetius was the one who rolled that.
Ah,
Yeah, so judging from how this all looks and how it might work, she should be having to grab like a rod on the inside that is connected to the lightning rod that flows outside. But due to the current condition in the motor function that she is in, keeping herself up and holding on to it is going to be pretty difficult.
You know
got
what?
an
I'll
idea.
help her.
You're
We tie her
human. You
hands.
can't do that.
Wait.
Does this look dangerous? Like, would Ephes think that it would?
Roll
Would she? Yeah,
me.
there's something probably dangerous about this.
What's a good wisdom check for this? Am I gonna say have you all
That's
roll
usually
insight?
a wisdom insight kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll roll you another insight. Probably roll another insight for that one.
Common sense.
That's fine.
A lot of insight rolls coming out today. I mean, lightning's kind of dangerous, but hey, never stopped anyone before.
We've been through worse.
No, that's fine.
Got the power of God on his side.
Ephes probably wouldn't let Aetius do this.
I'm a cleric with the resistance spell.
I have.
Be resistant to thunder.
If we could tie her hand to the pole inside. Think that would work?
I still stand by the table theory.
Well, she's going to have to hold on to the pole.
A lot easier to do that while lying down on a table.
Oh, I guess I should mention the hole is not at waist height. The hole is at shoulder height. Not for you, Baptiste, of course. For you, it's at elbow height. For everyone else, it's at shoulder height. Besides Quinn too, it's at head height for you.
So she has to be standing up straight to then put her arm through it.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have to hold her up while this happens, as well
Someone
as
is at least.
Well, none of you can hold it up because we don't know how it's gonna affect you guys. You guys are all fleshy. Where's the other guy?
No,
He seemed to
we're
have
both
known
fine.
me. Maybe he knows how to work it in a way that no one has to get hurt.
Talking about the yellow.
Yeah.
As you look around the room, yellow is nowhere to be found.
Mm.
As I said, the shop is empty.
Ooh, you made my heart flutter.
Calm down over there.
Listen, there's some important signing happening. Don't judge me.
We're having an emotional arc. I'll let it happen. All right, come here then. You help her.
All right, Ephes will begrudgingly do it.
So I'm going to cast resistance for thunder onto Ephes as she helps hold and grabbing the rod that is inside the building thing.
the rod.
Okay.
Bone Man,
I'm gonna
you're
say
gonna flip this switch.
I'm gonna say with your
Ooh.
earlier strength checks that you don't need to roll strength again to hold her up.
He
So
eagerly
you,
skips on over towards the switch.
of course, he fucking does. Just seeing this 7 foot tall abyssal tiefling just yippee la
Yay!
da.
Well, he gets to see firsthand what this is going to do to both a mannequin and a person.
So are you going to help she get her arm in? Or
I
how do you
will.
guys want to do this?
I will help her get her arm in and then
Just
hold
hold
it there. However that works. I don't know if there's room to put both of our hands in there to make sure I can like bend her fingers around the thing.
Probably not, but then again, she probably doesn't necessarily have to.
Okay.
So I'd say as long as her palm is making contact with the rod, it should be fine.
Lightning arcs and all that, you know.
Yeah, true.
Thankfully, I don't wear metal.
So her arm is now in there.
I guess I'm
Everyone
bracing up
is-
to the right side of her to keep pressure in.
Okay.
Yeah, that switch is getting flipped.
Alrighty. So as the switch gets flipped, you feel a slight tingle start from the palm of your hand into your fingertips, all the way down your arm, into your chest, and all the way throughout your body. You feel better than you have in a really long time. And at this point, something else, it feels like, reaches inside and touches your lightning heart.
Fuck.
You're not sure what, but something else was definitely there. The good news is that the porcelain in your body does act as a insulator to the shock.
Nice.
So all the lightning goes throughout your body, stays in your body. You are now fully charged. You can move freely, jump, hop, skip, leap, do whatever you'd like. Ephes takes no damage.
Yay.
Yeah. We fixed our doll.
You fixed-
Sick.
I think
How you feeling?
once she realizes that the lightning is not leaving the porcelain, she just kind of gently nudges Ephes off of her.
Okay.
Who will respond immediately by leaving.
I'm gonna pat Ephes on the back.
You did good
She's,
job.
she's
You did good job.
good job. She's gonna keep walking. She's just gonna leave.
Good job.
And she's mad at me again.
All right, done.
Alrighty.
Sick.
Is there anything any of you guys would like to do while you're here?
Well.
So what all is the contents of the workshop?
So as you look around the workshop, you see a weapons bench. You see the coil in the back right-hand corner. There is a small altar in the front. To the back left, it seems to be just a bare wall. To the front left, there is a bookcase with a lot of books lining the wall. There is a small rocking chair next to the bookcase. And on the opposite side of the little forge or little workshop, there is a fireplace.
Can I charge my saw blade?
Yeah, you can charge your saw blade.
I'm gonna charge my saw blade.
Shove it in the hole.
You take your saw blade and you push it into the hole to find that it fits into the hole, and the cross guard for it keeps it from going all the way in, so you lose it, but it holds it in there so that way you don't have to hold it yourself.
Sick.
You flip the switch, you hear a loud shock, and then your saw blade is charged.
Excellent. Okay. Use that later.
as if you used the 3 charges before.
All right, I am good.
Let
Yellow's
me
not
double
here. We're not ready.
double
for
check something real
level.
quick. She.
Yeah.
So as you look around the workshop now, you notice that there is on the workbench a full set of tools to redo your armor.
Sick.
The yellow is not here.
You're right. I'll have you roll me an insight check though. A lot of insight checks tonight. I have to find
Insight.
something different. Inside.
Let's go. It's like yelling Kobe, but like completely in a worse
Insight.
context.
Inside.
Ew, I don't see anything.
So you do see the tools there, and you do see that it can be done, but you don't have the know-how. But looking around the room, there's probably something there that could help you figure it out.
Would we all see that she's looking at the tools?
That depends on what you all are doing right now.
We're all just standing around staring at her.
That's what you're doing. Just awkwardly staring at the doll that's now moving.
Yeah.
Ephes is standing outside.
Then
like,
yes, you.
looking around.
Then yes. Besides Ephes, you would all see that.
Maybe you should help her, Bone Man. You have the most dexterous of fingers. And
Looks at his
possibly
hands.
the know-how.
Looks over at Quinn.
I wiggle my fingers.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You there,
Quinn.
Quinn. You're going to act as a pair of hands.
Okay.
And I guess we're going to basically try to wing it. Trying to figure this out.
Hold on. Back the fuck up for just one
Fuck
fucking
yeah,
second.
for
Since my
winging it.
party members are not taking the hint, she is not. She is keeping her distance from them. So she wouldn't have been obviously looking in a way that they can tell. She would have probably just looked at the tools and kind of looked around for the guy and not see him.
Okay.
Alright, well, Quinn will look around.
Can't do anything then.
Going outside.
Around the
Okay.
tools.
Bored outside. Looking for next clip.
I'm gonna look around the tools to see if there's maybe there's a guide. You think there's a guide? Like a book?
Like a manual?
Yeah. Wait,
Last
there's
time somebody
bookshelves,
read
right?
the manual, they got stabbed in the throat.
There is bookshelves.
I'm gonna go look at the bookshelves and see if I can find how to fix a mannequin doll.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay,
Can I
that's not my highest
remember
one.
if Quinn knows that why I stabbed the other guy?
No, I wasn't in the room when it happened.
Oh.
I just showed up and the guy was dead.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah. But I don't know that like there's a thing, you have rules. I don't know that. I got 17.
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah, so for a 17, you start looking around. You first take a look at the tools to kind of like get an idea of what they look like. You start looking around, especially at the bookshelves. You have to kind of climb it like a spider monkey, but at the top of the shelves, you do find a mannequin manual.
Oh dear Lord.
I found the book.
Mannequins for mortals and dummies. Immortal dummies.
Can I see that real quick?
I hand it over. Here you go.
Is it essentially just mannequins for dummies?
Yes and no. It tells you kind of like the intricacies of mannequins, how their lightning heart works. It tells you a brief history of how and why they were created. There is a bunch of pages that show like pictures of like the tools and how they're used and what they would change and how things would need to be changed. There's large descriptions on what you would need and how long it should take you. It's in everything and anything kind of manual.
Like the basics, mannequin basics.
I'm
Placing
gonna
an arm
ask you
is 20
something.
billable hours
Okay.
under normal circumstances.
What are we doing?
They're asking. She's asking Ash something on the DL.
The DL.
Imagine playing the whole game through DMs.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, technically we are right now.
We're playing it through one DM.
I'm not sure we should say anything.
Boo! That joke was terrible.
Hey, I haven't said anything this whole time.
I get it. I get it. Yum 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 yum.
Do 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 do.
There's your answer.
That was a long-winded no.
The short answer is no. The long answer is no.
God.
Right. I guess I take the book and I grab the tools.
Okay. Are you going to give the replating a shot?
That would take 8 hours.
At minimum.
Yeah.
We got time.
What?
Seeing Ephesus's probably reaction out of the corner of her
big
eyes,
prayer.
she
Well,
I
that
says they don't
anything,
have
but
to wait.
Yeah,
Ephes is outside looking around. Just
yeah,
like,
that would have been
loosely
out
guarding.
of character. So
Yeah, that was yeah,
there's
definitely.
no way these two know what's going on inside your head right now.
Absolutely
Because you aren't
not.
saying any of this out loud.
Mm. Because
Or
they.
did the attempted mind read backfire and Ephes knew all along?
Oh, actually, no, you know what? Because. So she didn't know about the coils and she didn't know about the mirror. Is Aetius the only one that can travel between here and anywhere else?
Are you asking about like the use of the mirror itself?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
asking you, DM.
I'm going to say you are not privy to that information. You do know that Aetius has this cool little gadget, but
I go
as for how
to
it
Bap
works,
and I tell him that I'm probably going to stay at the workshop then, and while they go to the library and do their thing. There's no point.
you're talking to Baptiste.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no point in you guys waiting for me to try to fix this and doing nothing. So you guys can go on ahead. And I'll try fixing this. Less likely to stab anyone.
If you insist.
I mean, I'm sure you're a good doctor for anything of the flesh, but I'm not exactly that. The rest are not exactly that either, and I don't
Only
know how
proficient
time
with
sensitive
thieves'
it is.
tools.
And I mean, if I stay here, maybe the other guy shows up at some point. He had all the stuff. Maybe he knows how to fix it, but I could try on my own for a bit.
May I see the tools? I won't be able to really do too much, but I just want to see the nature of them.
Sure. I show you the tools.
Are you
Would
asking for a description? Or?
Baptiste? I know how a lot of the tools are probably rather delicate in nature. Well, some of them.
I'm gonna BRB while this is happening because I'm not privy to it anyway.
Uh-huh.
So he'd probably give her a basic rundown of how to kind of hold delicate tools.
Okay.
Something that could hopefully at least give her a heads up in trying to do something.
Yeah, I'll allow the help action for that.
Yeah. We can go with that.
That way it gives a little bit of a better chance, because that would help a lot, especially to someone who doesn't know how they work at all.
Yeah, it's like he's not going to know how to use the tools themselves, but could probably get sort of a gist of it. Not exactly, but enough to kind of at least help.
Okay.
I mean, she listens attentively. Does that mean then I get a help action when I do try for it later?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah, no, she
You'll
listens to
get
him
advantage on
attentively,
the roll.
and she tries to remember what he's telling her.
All right.
Okay. That leaves Aetius, Ephes, and Quinn kind of out and about. What are you guys doing out in or around the workshop?
I
I will
am
be right back as well.
outside enjoying the weather. Simulation. And I was having a nice pray while
Okay.
we had some peace and quiet, and my ever-present guard was watching me do so. I am in no rush doing anything except enjoying my prey.
Gotcha.
How
Okay.
are you?
I'm exploring the workshop.
Okay. Where are you exploring? Like just like the outside by the graves, or are you exploring like inside the workshop?
Inside the workshop.
Okay. So just based off of what you see, I'm going to give you the same description. Basically, there's the workbench, the fireplace, the bookshelf. There's a couple things over there. Roll me a perception check.
Perception!
Perception.
11.
Beats it. So you kind of wander over like to the bookshelf. You wander back to the workbench, and then you wander up to the altar. As you get to the altar, you find a particular tool sitting there. This tool looks like there's blood laying around it, but it looks like it was made to carve something.
Oh.
And as you sit there and look at it, you notice that in the bottom of this tool is a stencil for a particular symbol.
Do I know what the symbol is?
Insight, baby.
Yeah.
Insight!
Anyways, yeah, insight check. With advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Yeah, so roll that
Oh,
again for me.
Nice.
Okay, so as you take a look at it, something really familiar strikes you. It looks almost like a hand, but it only has 4 fingers instead of 5. The 4 fingers start at the top at looking like smoke, and then kind of like curl their way down into the palm of the hand before they all fuse in the middle.
Okay.
All being singular lines. And something about it strikes you. You don't know why, but you know what this you know what it is without knowing what it is, essentially.
Okay.
And you feel as though if you were to learn more about it, maybe it could help you in some way.
So I take it.
You take the stencil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just holding it, looking it over.
It's obviously going to take some time for you to decipher, and you may have to end up doing something with it, but you aren't sure what yet. So you put it in your backpack.
Well, in the backpack.
It's probably good. Like I said, it's probably going to take quite a bit of time for you to like look it over, figure out how it works, all that stuff.
Yeah. I want to know now.
I mean, if I wanted to be that guy, I would tell you that, she's about to do something that's going to take quite a bit of time. And
I don't need to go to a library. I got books here. And she needs company. What if she takes off a leg or something and then needs something across the room?
Oh, because okay, see now you can help me.
So you're choosing to stay at the workshop to work on this stencil.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to take a whole nother set of checks.
Okay.
Let's see. So that leaves Aetius and Ephes. And Aetius is outside enjoying the fake breeze.
Oh yeah.
He took off his pants and just freeballing it out there now.
Is it just canon that he's essentially Gray from Fairy Tale?
Oh, 100%.
Disgusting.
Why are we making this a trait?
I just, the Lord told me that I should be proud of what He gave me, so I'm going to be. So yes, I will 100% be finishing my praying and stand up, get the wide dad pose with my
Oh
feet
no.
shoulder width apart, looking out into the everlasting distance with my hands and fists knuckled up on my hips without a shirt on, just enjoying life while my hair flies in the breeze.
You're bald.
It's his
Bald
beard.
all over.
Ah.
Until my battle buddy
Look.
comes back.
Look, I heard that to truly pray, you must shed all materials, possessions.
All my mortal vestments.
Are you gonna make him do the sun
even the
butthole thing?
moon.
You know exactly what I'm talking about too, which makes it better. Jesus
We
Christ.
find out it's not
The
just his
Lord of the
head that's
Lights coming
bald.
out of his butthole.
The holy light must shine on the butthole.
Jesus Christ.
We find out that he actually has a magic item butt plug.
You know how Solaire was looking for the sun underground?
He should have been looking for the moon.
Should have been looking for it in Cad's ass.
I am one
Oh,
with
why does
my
that not
lord.
Might I make an out of character suggestion?
Mm.
Perhaps we, instead of splitting the party,
Uh-huh.
just time skip it.
So we're not splitting the party.
I don't know.
I
The rest of the
wasn't going
party is
to.
not here.
I was about to have
Aetius is gonna have to convince Ephes not to, because Ephes wanted directions immediately.
I will convince Ephes it's not hard. I want to take a nap.
He wants to enjoy free balling it in the breeze a little
It
longer.
won't be a nap. It's at least 8 hours.
I'm gonna take a
For me.
sleep.
It'll be an
So,
accidental sleep.
A lot. So a
An
kiwi nap, got it.
accidental sleep.
Kiwi nap.
And since y'all are all gonna be holed up, I'm gonna have Ephes make sure the door doesn't open, and I'm gonna take a naked sleep.
Just out in the grass.
100%. I'm a starfish in my fucking flower bush that I was in earlier, because it was a good sleep then, and it's gonna be a good sleep now. And that way, y'all can do y'all's thing,
Mm.
and we can time skip it real quick.
Baptiste. Insight.
Hell yeah.
I need
Hell yeah.
insight, brother.
Yes, brother.
I know the
Wow.
fucking world.
I know the world. Let's go.
You know the secrets of the void.
I can hear Bloodborne music.
So
Never gonna get a 20 again.
as you realize that you're probably gonna be sitting here a while, you remember that all the way back at the supposed asylum, you picked up a book.
Oh yeah. The disease book.
And now might be a good time to give it a full look over.
All right. I'll do that in between peeking over to make sure that she hasn't accidentally wedged a fine-tooth needle into gear.
I want you to realize that if that happens, I just walk up to you, like, you know, the I threw up meme, but just with my arm dangling.
Throwed up.
I fucked up.
I throwed up.
I
I
broke.
fucked up. I fucked up.
I broke up.
Okay, before we start this studying montage, I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Oh, God.
Go piss, girl.
I'm about to have a training montage outside.
Naked?
That corner's
In
getting
the
rather
flower
saturated,
bush?
Ashelm.
Oh yeah, naked in the power.
I hope you realize I'm writing it in the notes.
You should.
Oh, God.
Why did these berries taste so tart?
Ew. I'm happy I don't have to eat.
Why are these fleshy and salty?
Somehow got naked in the flower bush.
Somehow.
He's gonna wake
Because
up with that.
he had nothing to do with it, right?
Nothing.
Okay, my bad.
Okay,
We're
Fred.
gonna be
You need,
So-
to you need to come
Hold
get
on.
your man. He's naked in the rose bush.
What?
He's working out naked in the
Yeah,
rose
he's-
bush.
Come get your boy.
He's getting some content for OnlyFans.
What?
Only flowers.
Only radiance.
What the fuck happened?
Only radiance.
Well, I found a thing in the workshop that was like, hey, I know what this is, but I also don't know what this is, so I gotta figure it out. So I'm
Alright.
gonna stay. I decided to stay. And then Aetius was over there like, I want to take a nap, but I'm gonna be naked.
Because he's free balling.
So essentially,
Yes.
I want to change my my AC, but
She's
that's
gonna
gonna take 8 hours. So I told Baptiste that you guys can go ahead to the library. And they said out of character they're gonna try convincing you to stay. I gave the option that you guys just go.
Oh, Ephes definitely wants to go.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was one of
Is
those
what
things
I
of
said.
not splitting the party kind of thing.
That's what you guys decided. But he said he was gonna try convincing you not to go.
Because he wants to be naked in the breeze.
No, because he doesn't want to split the party, and then he decided to be naked in the breeze.
No, it's really because he wants to be
So-
naked in the breeze.
So they can
Yeah,
go
it's the
decide if
party
that's gonna
bit is
actually work
ridiculous.
out.
I mean, to everyone here, to Baptiste, everyone there is one of his patients, so.
Unfortunately, that's an E.
He does wonder if, what was it?
We are
What?
your personal psych ward.
Oh lord.
Does wonder if Ephes has bones or not.
Do you have bones? Do you have bones? I would like to know if you have bones. May I see?
Where'd Ash go in all this?
He's pissing.
He's back
You
to his
left.
B corner.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I see a Keely.
Gilly.
Hello, Kenneth.
And hi, Armored. Sorry, I am very low energy right now.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Time for a montage.
Okay. So, being this as it may, what is Ephes and Aetius doing this whole time?
Ephes is just out, kind of guarding,
I finished
surveying the
praying.
area.
I took my clothes off, and I'm currently doing push-ups.
Aetius is busy showing the bush his radiant one.
Are you gonna be doing that the whole time during this this time period that you guys are gonna be
No,
here?
I'm gonna do my full calisthenics, and then I'm gonna take a rest.
Okay. Ephes?
Not looking this way.
Yeah, definitely just
Don't look at the
maintaining
rising,
Overwatch of the
the
area.
rising and lowering of the moon.
So if that's the case, to start this,
She's a
we'll
little
start with
agitated, I will
we'll
say.
start with she,
Mhm.
and we're going to need let's do an investigation check on the book to see if you understand what's going on,
Take a look
at least to the best of your
in
ability.
the book.
Investigation.
It's reading manual.
Roll to read.
Can I assist in the ability to read?
I have an intellect of 13. I should be able to read, but maybe just don't understand what's being written.
Yeah, I'll allow the help action. It's a
Okay.
roll with advantage.
But I roll again?
Yeah, roll again. There you go. So as you look at the book, and especially after Baptiste, oh, that's right, you have the help action anyways for most of these rolls because Baptiste showed you
Yep.
how to use it. So as you look at the book and you take a look at the tools and all the diagrams and stuff, you're kind of getting what needs to be done. Though it is going to take time, especially since you haven't done this before.
Yeah.
So the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have to pop off some of your porcelain plating. I'm going to need a sleight of hand check to make sure you don't damage it in any way.
He's gonna look like Zaku after this.
So,
So-
Quinn, So you roll me that sleight of hand check. When while she's doing that, you're looking at this stencil and you're looking it over. Give me an insight check.
Inside. Normal?
Yeah. So as you're looking, she as you roll your dexterity check, as you're grabbing one of the tools and you are able to kind of fit it into a slot. It's the same slot that the blacksmith fitted into earlier, and you are able to pop off a slight bit, like basically like the forearm of your left arm, revealing this luxurious looking gold plating. Quinn, as you look over this thing, you feel like it belongs to something or it means something, but you still aren't quite sure what. Baptiste, I need a wisdom check. Probably insight. Actually, investigation check.
Yay!
Big number.
Fuck.
So
Wow.
this is where your nat 20s went, huh, bud?
Just
So as
investigated the crap out of that.
So as you're scrolling through this book, you're you're taking your time, you're reading over page after page, and you hit a point where you realize that a lot of the things that are said in this book, particularly about the monsters, are telling you that there are some rough spots on them. Specifically, there are chinks in the armor that you could probably exploit, or if not you, then maybe someone on your team could.
Yay!
All right. She, another sleight of hand. Quinn, another insight. Baptiste, another Actually, you know what, Baptiste, you're good for a little bit.
I found God.
So at this point, you're trying to get under the plating to shift it, as that would be the next part of the move. But you accidentally end up scratching a bit of the gold plating underneath, trying to fit your next tool in.
Okay.
Quinn, you still don't quite understand what's going on. Baptiste, you keep reading on. It's almost like you're reading like a good novel. And you're very surprised that you fully understand this without kind of going insane. Another roll from She, another roll from Quinn.
It's like a quick time event.
It's only going to be the first time. So, as you're attempting to continue sliding the gold plating into the correct place, you almost bend one of the tools. But you're able to slip it back and then continue getting back to work. Quinn, as you finally take a look at it, you place the stencil over your hand itself and notice that it fits almost perfectly, almost as if you could draw it on either the inside or the outside of your hand. As a matter of fact, as you do that, it looks like the symbol on it begins to move.
Oh.
Baptiste. Intelligence save. She. Dex, sleight of hand. Quinn. Insight.
I like how Bap is losing his mind in the corner and we're just thinking.
I'm waiting for it.
Nope.
You're rolling high today, homie.
I have +6 to intelligence saving throws.
So, She.
Hmm.
So you're having a hard. So you have now finished the part on your arm. You're now moving to your shoulder. But unfortunately, as you try to like pop the shoulder porcelain plating off, there seems to be a little bit of trouble with the latch. So it takes you a bit longer to get that undone than you were expecting.
Yeah.
Baptiste, as you take another look inside the book and scroll to the next page, you notice that a lot of these creatures, and it kind of takes you a little bit to realize this, are being remade, but not just randomly. These creatures are being made with a purpose. And as you kind of scroll through the book, you notice that each creature, though it looks a little different depending on the person that takes hold, is essentially the same through and through. It's just another carbon copy. So whatever is happening, it's almost as if someone is laying it face down on a copier and just like it's like they're trying to trace the same drawing over and over again with little minor mistakes every single time. But to you,
Fighting the sculptor.
but to you, with the understanding of that, you would know that that would take some type of intelligent design.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, Mom.
All right. And Quinn. So on this insight roll, you realize that by actually carving this sign into your skin, some power would emerge. You're not sure what. You're sure it would be useful, though.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'll take out my dagger.
Hold on. Give me 1 fucking second.
Baptiste, oh shit.
I'm sweating. What do you mean? Are you gonna put that shit in your body as I'm like basically undressing my fucking porcelain right now?
So roll me another sleight of hand sheet to make sure you don't screw this next part up.
Oh wow.
All right. So with an unnat 20, you're kind of like getting the point of it. You're moving from point to point. You even get your whole the whole front plating off of your porcelain and are able to move everything back. It takes you maybe about 5 to 6 more hours to get through everything, but after about 9 to 10 hours worth of work, you are finally done, and you now have heavy armor.
Now you're a tank.
Quinn.
Yes.
Okay. I need to make sure that I have you roll the correct thing.
Yeah.
So the first thing first is you're going to roll me a sleight of hand
Sleight of hand.
to make sure that you copy the shape right. Oh,
No.
that was so
We will
close
never
to
have
a
a day
fucking
like this
2.
again.
That was so close to the fucking
Yeah, but
2.
I
You're
got-
so lucky.
I got a +6.
Even still, that would have been rough. Oh my god.
Let's do this. Ultimate power.
So the second thing I need though is I need a will save. I need a constitution save from you. To make sure that the pain doesn't cause you to
Pass out.
fuck
Con?
up the symbol.
Con.
Con.
A con save.
Con save. All right.
13?
So with a little bit of wincing and a little bit of like it's
Son of a
a
bitch.
slow and painful process. You are able to fully get it carved into, I'm guessing, your left hand, since you used your right hand to carve it.
Yeah.
It is at this point that a drop of blood from your hand hits the ground. And when it does, you look down at it, and it begins to spread into a square.
Okay.
As it spreads into a square, you notice that from out of this blood, hands start sprawling their way out, reaching and grabbing at whatever they can.
Would Baptiste be able to see this?
I don't know where Quinn is exactly during this point. Where are you, Quinn?
She's in the workshop with us, right? We're all just studying
Yeah, she's
together in
with
the
us.
workshop. That's why I said,
Yeah,
are you really doing this while I'm like removing my plate right next to you?
then I'd probably say yeah.
Okay. So we're just like watching her carve it as I'm like putting my blade back.
Baptiste kind of looks at her, looks down at the ground, like, why didn't you let me help?
You're studying too.
He sees the hands. He's like, "Oh shit, this again."
Let me go get this real quick because I need to put something in your abilities.
Got a new ability.
Spawn uppies.
Oh no.
Also, please take 1d6 worth of damage.
Okay.
Roll low.
Crit that.
No. Yeah, thank you.
Did he just say crit that?
Yes. What
That's so funny.
Damn it.
Would abilities be under? Where would I put this? Should I just put it under spells or features?
Special features would probably be the best spot for it. If it's something that you can just click and use.
Yeah, my only
spell like ability, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to like make a spell at some point. Well, I can probably just do this real quick.
I got a new I got a spell.
Look at you dealing with forces of who knows what. Clearly,
Look,
the study
I don't
session is
know.
going very well. I'm learning engineering.
This is whatever this is. It's gonna help.
Would it be engineering or biology in my
Epis
case?
is learning anatomy.
You have become mechanic.
Ah, yes. Cryptic and artificer.
All right, so it is first level. It's ritual.
What did I get?
Hold on.
He was the person like shaking the presents.
I'm behind the Christmas tree, poking a hole in the back.
Bold. I never tried that one. I just kept it shaking the box.
I was also that child at birthday parties that would, when nobody was paying attention to the cake,
Oh
slide my
no!
finger along the edge just for the frosting.
That doesn't surprise me, to be fair. Chesma included.
Okay. I don't know why it says. You do a long rest, by the way, Kiwi. See if that fixes it.
Yeah. But then I healed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Why does it say you have negative 1 of 1?
Damage
It
to the
says I
soul.
have 1 of 1 uses.
Really?
Yeah, and then now you took it away.
Oh, okay. Because for me, it says minus 1 of 1.
Yeah, for me it says 1 of 1.
Okay.
Oh boy, this again.
So allow me to read this out to you.
Okay.
For sacrificing some of your HP and making a madness save, you may create a 3x3 square in front of you made entirely of blood. Up to 3 creatures caught inside this bog of blood must make a strength saving throw to pull themselves out of the bog or take damage equal to half the damage you've dealt to yourself, dealt to yourself, caused to them by the hands reaching out of the bog, attempting to drag them under.
Oh. What happens if they fail?
When they die, they get dragged underneath.
Oh.
But
Oh.
Keep him in the box. Keep him in the box.
So now
What's in the
Quinn has a box
box?
and a maw. And I'm no longer the only one that's gonna be burned at the stake.
I'm a
Fantastic.
witch.
I
Let me.
Neat. Ooh, Aetius is
I'm
gonna
just-
love when I pull this party trick out.
Oh yeah. I haven't pulled mine out already. That's why I said we're both gonna be burned at the stake. I don't know how they're gonna do mine, but
Knowledge is
Aetius and
first, man.
Epis are outside just basically flexing the whole time.
oh, I guess I can put straw in between my plates.
No,
Straw.
they'll just
And then we'll light it on
dismantle you.
fire and have you chase people.
I can be a cannonball.
No, they'll just chain you to like a pole and put you out in some farmer's field. You'll be a
Scarecrow,
scarecrow.
really?
That's my job.
I'm
I'm the
must,
scarecrow.
I must make the point to say
Mhm.
that it does not say how much XP that you can use, but just know you will be attacking yourself to do the XP.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll
I
make
am a
that clear.
tank. I
You
got a lot
are.
of health points.
I don't think self damage is going to be an issue for this group. I mean, hell, I even took a beat that causes that.
Fair.
Also, because I have heavy now. Or is it medium?
You should have heavy because it shouldn't take.
Where do I, or can you change that?
I'm looking. So it just says. So are you doing heavy armor?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your strength? 0. So if I just do this and then type. I'm gonna have to figure out the formula for that later.
Okay. Okay.
Holy.
Mm.
Oh, thought I changed it. It's not. Yeah, we'll just have to remember for now that you're. Oh,
Was it update?
I thought I could just make it a flat. Flat 16.
Oh, is it like a
Doesn't want
weird?
to update.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
No, then we can just check it next time.
Okay. Alright. So you're at heavy armor now, which means you get disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
Okay. I will fuck with that later.
Ooh.
I still have one more roll for Baptiste to make, but unfortunately, I think I have to call it there.
Okay.
So we'll do this roll real quick, and
All right. What do I roll?
I'm gonna have you do an intelligence, just straight intelligence. Damn,
Oh,
man.
dude.
Nothing stops the copper top.
All right. So you have now realized that by imparting the knowledge that you have found to your teammates, you can point out weak points on enemies.
Yay.
When you do this, your friendlies, all of your party members, will gain double damage on their next attack roll if hit. In order to do so, though, it will take a main action and a madness save.
That's fine by me.
And also for imparting this information, whoever you impart it to must make an intelligence save with advantage.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Oh.
I got scared.
I will add this to your spells after
Yeah.
some
Don't worry
time.
about it now.
But it'll just be the same thing that like Kiwi kind of has.
Okay.
I can make a
Name-
bog of hands.
The name of this will, of course, be Precise Incision.
Yay! More buff
Yep.
abilities. Now I have 3 buff abilities. That's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
You love to hear madness save, indeed. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Double damage. Oh,
I'm
nice.
probably the
Also,
best suited
intelligence
to
save.
deal with the madness.
Speaking of, actually,
Fuck.
since you all have been in here for well over 6 hours,
Is there a moon here?
there is a moon.
Please
here.
don't say that.
Fuck.
Please don't say that.
He was gonna do it anyway.
Everyone make me an intelligence save, please.
Fuck me.
Right at the end.
Yep, right at the end.
Intelligence save.
I'll just have to make note of who ruled what.
Oh, so we're not even gonna find out right now?
13?
Uh-oh.
I'm just happy I got 13.
No.
Oh.
Hey,
What was it?
Aetius. Let's see where
Oh.
your hands go this time.
Intelligence.
Bro, I rolled a 10, but I have a -1 intelligence.
He's gonna be allergic to clothing for
This is-
for
He's
8
gonna be a
hours.
streaker.
This is it?
Bro.
This is a madness save, no? Like we're
Yeah.
saving
Yes,
as madness. Because technically I have advantage against
Yeah,
madness.
you can roll advantage with that.
Okay.
Yep.
Fuck. Was it here?
I love that we specified I had save some madness rolls outside of this.
Oh, there's no fucking. Does not matter.
Oh my god.
Does
At
not
least it
matter.
wasn't the
At least
one.
it's not the one. So did none of us pass?
No, none of you passed.
Really? On a 13? Still?
On a
Damn.
13.
It's
Yes.
16, right? Oh, it's a 13.
Wait.
So Baptiste
Oh,
passed.
the madness saves are gonna
Yeah.
get harder and harder as they continue.
Oh, so Quinn,
Yeah.
Aetius, and she are fucked. Okay.
I'm just happy that I get bonuses to intelligence.
Yeah, since it's about 8:15, I know that all these will save, so I'll just have to roll those starting next time.
Yay.
Fuck yeah. Nobody has their hands.
We're not gonna be able to
We
do
all start to
anything.
try to crawl on the ground to grab vials of blood with our mouths.
I mean, you are not affected, and you're with us in the room, and Ephes is not affected, and they're outside with Aetius.
I'll be more than happy to just dive out the window.
Oh, he said we were affected still on a 13.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said
Oh.
you guys all failed.
All of us.
Oh.
failed.
Yep.
Blame T. Yeah, all right. I could do that.
Yeah. No, I do curse dice too. I curse and I spike other people's dice as well.
Hey, look at the bright side. I did not make any rolls today, so.
Yeah, what's up?
That's not great,
That's why we were rolling well. He didn't steal them from us.
right?
Anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna end it.
Yeah, I gotta wrap up too.
It's been fun studying. Let's do it again next time. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I might just straight up
I was
end.
fully. Yeah, I was. I'm kind of thinking the same.